Hey everybody, this has Ben here at That Cologne Guy coming at you with a new review. Welcome to That Cologne Guy's man cave late at night. It is almost 1 o'clock at night, and I'm gonna film tonight because this is about the only time I've been able to do that today, and I'd like to get it out tomorrow because I always enjoy getting them out to you on Fridays. So you'll have to excuse me for the lighting. This is a little bit different scenario, but I'm having fun. So again, it's almost 1 o'clock when I'm filming this. So technically, it is Friday. Right, so welcome to the wee hours of the morning of Friday. This is what I do for you guys. Okay, so I'm having fun down here, enjoying it, and let's hope I don't wake anyone upstairs. Okay, so before I jump in on the fragrance, I just wanted to make a request. Actually, if you don't have too much to say about the fragrance itself, if you could leave me a comment, totally off topic, and let me know what you think of this headset, because I'm trying out this headset this week. I'm still on the fence on this because the acoustics are just outstanding. I feel whether it's me listening to music on YouTube or my voice projecting out to you, it's just outstanding when it comes to being able to pick up the acoustics. Now, the design though, I'm not really sure what I think of this design. I feel like I should put on some 1980s Ray-Bans and go out and mow the yard with this thing. It's a little quirky, so let me know what you think, and I'm on the fence. So tune in next week to see if I held on to this headset or not. Okay, so this is this week. You guys know, by the way, that if you follow the channel, that I have been, in the last 6 weeks, I have reviewed fragrances as suggested by Sabina. She mentioned that I should take a look at the Amouage perfumes, so on the women's side. And so thank you so much, Sabina. I've really enjoyed that the last 6 weeks, and this is the 7th week, and this is the final one. But this is not the final Amouage women's collection, or at least sample, because next week I'm going to look at Journey Woman. So this week I wore, there it is, I wore Dia Woman, and there we go. I wore Dia Woman by Amouage. This is a 2002 release by Jean-Claude Ellena. So we're looking at Terre d'Hermès territory here, one of the biggest parfumers in the business, Jean-Claude Ellena. I don't think I would have been able to associate his work with this fragrance had I not known it. I mean, I looked it up, and I was a bit surprised, actually, that this was one of his. So this is a 2002 Floriental, they call it. And if I typically start off my episodes, and I try to grab, you guys can read the notes on Fragrantica or base notes, but I try to pull out like 4 or 5 main notes that really interacted on my skin. And I can't do that with this one, because this one really is best described in adjectives instead of notes. And the 4 adjectives that I came up with were fresh, soapy, clean, and floral. Definitely floral. There are so many floral notes in this. I don't even think, but none of them, like not one in particular, stands out for me. This is just a floral explosion, especially in the top notes. So again, fresh, soapy, clean, floral. And so another thing that I thought of too was, I don't know if you guys remember, I'm not sure if it's still on the market actually, but there used to be a soap, and I think it's facial soap. I don't think it was a bar of body soap, but it was called Camay, Camay, and it was a pink bar of soap. And I think it was exclusive for the face. You guys can help me out if you, maybe I'm not, but I associate this scent a lot with Camay. I also associate it with a dove pink. So it's like a luxurious bar of soap that you would find in a 5-star hotel. And you need to know that when I say hotel, I mean 5-star. This is not a put down. I'm not in any way criticizing this fragrance by saying a hotel, but I'm saying it's the kind of a bar of luxurious soap that you would find in a 5-star hotel. For those of you who like soapy fragrances and have tried Prada Amber, which is also Prada Man. I mean, it has like 4 names to it. On the men's side, that's another kind of fragrance where you think soapy and fresh and bar of luxurious soap. This is kind of like the women's side to that. So this is that's the way I see it. 4 adjectives. I'm not really going to go delve into the notes. You can look those up, and of course I read their description in a minute. But 2 notes that came up that I love that I really don't get that much, and this is a fig. I don't really see this as, well, this is definitely not a fig-based fragrance. In fact, I really don't pick up too much fig here. And then the other note that surprised me, at least on Fragrantica they list it, is guaiac wood, which I'm a huge fan of. And yeah, I also don't pick up too much of guaiac wood. So interesting fragrance here. Let me read the description because I like doing that, and I like to compare to see whether or not it lives up to that. Here we go. So this is Dia Woman. Dia for Women is a sophisticated and vibrant floriental fragrance that luxuriously encapsulates daytime radiance. Whoa. The fragrance infuses fig, cyclamen, sage, and violet leaves in the top notes with peach blossoms, rose oil, and peony in the heart notes, rounded off by notes of white musk, incense, vanilla, and sandalwood in the base. So you guys know that this is, in Spanish, dia means day. And so I won't really need to say whether or not this is a daytime or nighttime fragrance. It lives up to its name. It absolutely lives up to its name. And especially with the word luxuriously, and of course, again, daytime radiance. So, out of all the fragrances in this book, Lit, I think Dia Woman lives up to its name the most. So kudos to them in that regard. Okay, so let's go to longevity and projection, though. They're not typical for Amouage fragrances. So this house is known for beast mode, longevity, and incredible projection. One thing that I love about the house. Now, this one didn't really project too much for me, and it stayed about an arm's length away, but definitely no more. So this is it. This one could sit relatively close to the skin quite soon, and I don't find this as an overpowering fragrance for me. In terms of longevity, I also got 6 to 8, but again, just like last week, actually, very much closer to 6. So it is 6 to 8. It's a work shift fragrance. It's something you would wear during the day. It's fresh. And then there's this initial floral blast that could be off-putting to somebody. I totally understand that. But if you can get past the initial floral blast, it settles down, and then you'd be looking at about 6 hours. I guess the one exception to that would be if you wanted more, I would recommend spraying on your clothes. I'm talking, again, one spray on each side of the neck and then one on each wrist for me. And that's what I wore. Definitely not beast mode. It's definitely not, overpowering by any means. It's quite subtle. After the first 2 hours, though, for those of you who have, if you just smell it like at the store, or if you've worn it like a sample, you would not call it subtle in the first, hour to 2. Definitely not. So I personally didn't find the first initial blast off-putting, but I would definitely say this is, for me, 100% feminine. I wouldn't wear this myself, but anyway, I wanted you guys to know that. Okay, so I've already covered Dia Woman. If it means day, I think we can, forego whether or not it's when you would wear it. So, as I said earlier, it's a daytime fragrance. It lives up to its name. It is a work scent. I mean, it could be social during the day, but I see this as more because of the fact that it's soapy and fresh. I do see it as something that you would kind of you would wear and be. I could see how someone would associate somebody with this fragrance at work. When I think of this fragrance, I don't think of the people who wear like a different perfume each and every day. I think of, that one person that is always known for like Ralph Lauren's polo or something like that. And this is the feminine version of that, that I could envision a woman at work wearing this fragrance, every single day. It's very, very nice. Okay. Age group. Again, I'm going to go 50 and up. But before you boo me, it's a mature scent. It's not in any way a negative about this. It's just the way I see it. So, in terms of the marketing, this is Dia Woman. If we looked at this on a continuum and we looked at feminine, and if we looked at masculine and then feminine, this would be all the way over for me well into the feminine. I do not see this as a unisex, and I really don't see this as a youthful fragrance. I think that I when I envision a woman wearing this at work, I again go back to this notion of I see a woman over 50, and I see it kind of being her signature scent. It's very well done, but I don't see this as a romantic night out scent. I don't see it as a weekend scent. And I guess so. Then I would say, in terms of versatility, I'm not sure that the versatility is really high. That doesn't have to be a bad thing, but I don't know that it's really high. Now, in terms of seasons, I mean, because it is soapy and fresh, I would imagine this would be a spring summer. I see this more as a spring summer. There's nothing to stop you, I guess, from the winter and the fall, but with this fresh vibe to it, I would have to go spring, summer. Okay, so there you have it. That is a Dia Woman, and I really kind of wrestle with this one because when I think of a bar of luxurious soap at a 5-star hotel, I'm gonna think of something like Prada Man for myself. And now for a woman, this certainly it comes up. I mean, it has like I said, it smells a lot like Camay, and it brings back memories of that soap. Now that said, though, would I recommend this fragrance? I think if I would, and I would recommend it for a woman if you're looking for that specific type of fragrance. Again, the kind of the fresh, the clean, the soapy, and the soapy is the most important element to this. If you're looking for a feminine soapy fragrance, then this will do that for you. If you're not, though, then this is not going to work. So I'm going to give this a 3 out of 5. And that would be with the stipulation that I would not have it in my collection. It's a little too feminine for me. It was a little hard to pull off. So I would say it's a no-go from me. But if you have a woman in your life who wears perfume and really enjoys the soapy fragrances, then you should absolutely consider Dia Woman, and consider adding it to your collection. Okay, so there you go. I'm going to give myself this is 3 out of 5 sprays in my rating system. It's out of 5 always, and then I put those on me. So I'm going to put 1 on each wrist and then 1 in the center of the chest. All right, so here we go. Boom. Dia Woman. The end, as sad as it is sad. It is sad. The Discovery Collection for Woman by Amouage. So next week I'll be looking at, I'll be wearing and reviewing Journey Woman. I'm excited about that. And I want to give a warm welcome to all the new subscribers. Welcome aboard. Welcome to the Cologne crew. And thanks again for all of your comments, your feedback, et cetera, et cetera. I really enjoy that and appreciate that. And stay positive, stay healthy, stay safe during this coronavirus. And I know some states are. Let us know in the comment box if you guys are still, if you're in a state that has opened up. And let us know what it felt like, because I'm seeing, on the news where I'm at, we are not opened up yet, and won't be for 2 or 3 more weeks, it looks like. So stay safe out there, and always remember, fragrance marks the celebration of today. Take care.